Bikes are typically priced according to their construction, style, appearance, and performance in terms of technology. The idea of producing a limited quantity of a given model is another aspect that influences pricing. As a result, they are now considered collectible collector's items. The need to produce quicker and more powerful motorcycles has led to a rise in the use of high-end, expensive materials like carbon fiber, driving up the price of these bikes. What hasn't changed though is that people all around the world still find these metal marvels fascinating, especially those who have a need for excitement and risk. The most expensive motorcycles worldwide. However, before we start our countdown, we would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon. Let's get started. Number 10. Ducati Testa Stretta NCR. Macchia Nera Concept. $225,000. The technical performance, design, framework, and aesthetics of a motorcycle are all factors in determining its price. Alternatively, you could create a limited edition of these by producing only a set number. Macchia Nera or block spot humorously suggests you could create a charred pavement behind while driving it, but the titanium and carbon fiber materials to render it impressively lightweight at 297 pounds. The artistic contribution by visionary designer Aldo Drudi, and the fact that only a select few of them were made available convinced most enthusiasts the price was justified to guarantee a purchase. Number 9. Ducati Desmosedici D 16 RRN CRM 16. $232,500. To achieve these results, NCR begins with a Desmosedici D16R that retails for $72,500 and modifies it to make it more lightweight and powerful. Consequently, NCR Milona 16 Road Missile was developed. The frame, swing guard, and wheels of the M16 are all made of carbon fiber. Carbon fiber is used for the engine, fuel tank, fairing, tail, and fenders. Each and every moving part is made of either titanium or avionic-grade aluminum. The M16 is powered by a 989 kcv4 Ducati engine, which in stock form delivers about 175 F to the back tire. However, after being adjusted by NCR, the M16 is capable of delivering over 200 up to the pavement. Number 8. Ecosse XX Titanium Series, $300,000. A price tag of $300,000 for a large motorcycle in 2007 was considered absurd, even if the machine had the latest and greatest of everything. 10 years is a long time in the world of luxury motorcycles, and the once unbeatable $300,000 now barely makes the cut for the top 10 list of the prettiest bikes in the world. At 2,409, billet aluminum engine provides power for the Feti XX, which is then transmitted to the rear wheel at 228 pounds. The usage of carbon fiber throughout the bike has helped to keep its weight down. The saddle is a handiwork of the renowned Italian leather craftsman Berluti. It has ceramic media shot pins, titanium grade 9 exhaust pipes, as only 13 examples of the Feti XX were produced. Anyone lucky enough to own one can consider themselves part of an elite group. Number 7. Dodge Tomahawk V10 Superbike, $550,000. You wouldn't be the first one to notice that the Dodge Tomahawk V10 Superbike appears to be a four-wheeled Dodge with its width and height reduced. Powered by a V10 four-stroke Dodge Viper engine that could easily power up any chassis with more than 2 wheels connected, the Tomahawk V10 Superbike will make you feel as though you're being dragged by lead to 500 supercharged ponies eager to storm the Bastille. Let's hear it for the heart and spirit of two-wheeled vehicles. The one-of-a-kind Tomahawk was functional and road-ready when it was first presented in 2003. But it hadn't been put through its paces quite yet. This Tomahawk can reach 60 miles per hour in around 2.5 seconds and has a top speed of 400 miles per hour in theory. It's difficult to picture somebody being willing to demonstrate it. Number 6. Harley-Davidson Cuz Scholarship, $1.5 million. What was once the most expensive motorcycle ever sold is now just good for the 6th spot on several top 10 list of the costliest large bikes. The property was originally listed for $3.5 million, but is now being offered for $12 million. If that happens, it will regain its former prominence, but it might not, as we doubt the other items here will maintain their current pricing for the foreseeable future. In their Cosmic Starship, Harley-Davidson seems to think so, as they collaborated with the well-known rebel cosmic existentialist artist Jack Armstrong to paint a Harley V rod yellow and red and sell it for a flat $1.5 million following a global media blitz. Number 5. BMS Nehmesis, $3 million. The yellow glitter and lack of a side stand give the BMS and Nehmesis the appearance of a stranded whale laying on its belly because it is equipped with an air ride system and a single-sided swing-arm rear suspension. The motorbike can be raised 10 inches off the ground or lowered to the ground with ease. In this way, Nehmesis doesn't need a side stand because it can just rest on its frame rails when it's time to park. The yellow glitter you see is the real deal minus 24 karat gold. It's easy to see why the price tag is $3 million, and no one would blame you if you didn't want to show it off to anyone right away. Number 4. Hildebrand Wolfmuller, $3.5 million. At a price tag of $3.5 million, this piece of history will transport you to 1894. The year the first mass-produced motorbike was introduced. While working as steam engine engineers, Heinrich and Wilhelm Heibrand joined forces with a lost Wolfmuller in 1894 to create the first internal combustion motorrad. A subset of men just moved on and transferred their affections to the two-wheeled metallic petrol-guzzling steeds that took over the roadways. But this momentous event began sending the flesh and blood steeds out of favor. Number 3. Ecosse ES1 Spirit, $3.6 million. There must be something wrong with a motorcycle when the manufacturer insists that even experienced drivers undergo a 2-week training program before even attempting to ride one of their creations. First of all, there is no chassis framework, so we can't even call this a two-wheel machine. The front suspension is connected to the motor, while the rear suspension and swing arm are connected to the gearbox. The added weight of conveying forces from the front wheels up a skinny fork via steering head and back down to the remainder of the machine is what contributes to the much-touted 265-pound weight savings. The front suspension is made up of two A-arms that extend forward, with the apices of the A-arms defining the steer axis and the upright jutting forward to support the front wheel spindle. Number 2, 1949 E90 AJS Porcupine, $7 million. Despite having a long history and a winning pedigree on the racetrack, AJS was only able to create 4 Porcupine units that year because of financial difficulties. One of these, piloted by the incomparable A. Graham, went on to become the 1949 world champion. The low center of gravity of the Porcupine is a result of its open frame aluminum alloy, 500 gig DOAC to an engine with horizontal cylinders and heads. It has telegraphic race forks and jam pot shocks. From the earliest proprietors to the latter ones, AJ's history is a true treasure trove of what-to-do ideas for any aspiring bike professional, both in terms of design and production. Number 1. Neiman Marcus Limited Edition Fighter, $11 million. Neiman Marcus has released a steampunk limited edition fighter, and it's a winner. So let's get it out of the way first. We'll get into the specifics now, considering that the Neiman Marcus limited edition fighter first hit the market at a humble $110,000. Whoever predicted that it would eventually grab pole position at any top 10 list of big bikes would be a seer of the highest order. Remember that Neiman Marcus is more commonly associated with upscale clothing than with high-performance motorcycles. However, it appears that issue has been resolved by the ingenious clockwork layout. The bike's revolutionary design completely floored critics upon their first glance. These are the top 10 most expensive motorcycles in the world. Tell us about your favorite one in the comments section below. And also subscribe to our channel for more videos. Press the bell icon for all the latest updates. Thanks for watching.